Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Now, this is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break it down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now, listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll help fix your life, but I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. Dinner invite turns into a family drama. Mike, my sister and her husband just bought their first house. Congrats to them. And I wanted to celebrate with them. So I invited the two of them out for dinner and drinks at a nice restaurant. Mastros for the vibes, I'm definitely here for it. But when they showed up, they brought their two younger kids. Nah, that's nasty work. And their oldest son, who just turned 18. When the bill came, I told them I'll cover their meals since they were the ones I invited, but they have to pay for their own kids. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. They got upset and said I was wrong because I invited them out and offered to pay, so it should have included their children. Nah, you should have DoorDashed your youth the 444 and left them at home. Bugging out. I explained that I never invited the kids. It was supposed to be just the two of them. Now they're mad at me saying I embarrassed them. You give an inch, they want to take a mile. And went back on my word. I feel like they put me in a spot by bringing their kids without asking. Am I wrong here or are they? Now I'm going to keep it a buck. If me and my wife was at dinner, sitting around the table waiting for y'all to pull up, and I see you and your husband coming, oh, hey, then bang, bang, the youngins, then the youth, nah, what are y'all doing? This went from 4 to 7 people. That bill's going to be steep. You almost doubled it. They can sit and watch, maybe get an appetizer or something, but that's coming out of what you can order. That's how I'd have felt. Some people be confused and they're like, oh, if you invite my husband or my wife, you should know that I'm coming too because we're one. I get that. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you'd have been like, hey, you can come, but your husband can't, then she'd have been like, nah, you're bugging. What are you talking about? We're one. But you invited them. It's supposed to be adult drinks, a good time, celebratory. They didn't show up with the clan. Well, our kids just got a new house too. They want to celebrate. Nah, you take them to Golden Corral, beloved. Let them get the Red Lobster, you know what I'm saying, the ultimate feast or something. All you could eat shrimp. Go when the sale was on or something. Take them somewhere way more affordable. Because when I was growing up, kids couldn't get ribs, steak, salmon, none of that. We was eating burgers and dogs, french fries, maybe some deviled eggs if we got lucky. We wasn't getting the top tier entrees, you know what I'm saying, at no event. Kids got relegated to the BS. You didn't brought your kids to Mastros thinking they gonna be $50 a plate. Your sister was like, nah, time out, technical foul, bugging out. We got you two. Congrats on the crib, you know what I'm saying, and all that. But them, nah, fork over the bread. And you mad, like, y'all, you embarrassed us. Why did you bring them? And even if you wanted to bring them, you'd have been like, yo, hey, sis, is it cool if I bring the kids? And she'd have been like, ha, nah, pump your brakes. You could bring them, but guess what? You're paying for them. We're paying for y'all. We trying to celebrate doing some grown stuff, and you brought the Rugrats. You bugging out. So, nah, you not wrong for not paying for them. You know what I'm saying? Let them pay for them since they want to bring them. They're wrong for not even asking. You might not have even wanted to have the kids there. You might wanted a child-free night. Let's get some Henny sidecars and turn up a bit. After we leave the spot, we're going to go to this little lounge, might do the hookah action. You can't bring them. I'd have sent them home in an Uber with the 18-year-old. Yeah, y'all out, bro. Here's some DoorDash money. Get you some McDonald's, some Wendy's or whatever. Call it a night. You're not eating the steak, the filet mignon, none of that. You're not getting none of that. No scallops, none of that a la carte stuff. The market price, it say MP on the menu. Stay away from that. You're bugging out. So no, you ain't do the wrong thing. I'd have done the exact same thing. As soon as I'd have seen my niece and nephew and them pull up in a spot, time out, flag on the plate, get them up out of there. Nah, send them right back in the whip. So no, you ain't do nothing wrong. That's my advice to you. Tell your sister and her husband to stay alert and stay alive. Revenge on my ex with her mom. Mike, I recently broke up with my ex, and at first it was a peaceful split. Y'all ain't good, but y'all good, or whatever Usher said. But I just found out she is cheating on me the whole time, and it crushed me. Someone crushed her too. Nah, let me go back to chilling. My bad. I gave her everything and she still did me dirty. Like this video if you think he's full of shit. Here's the crazy part. I'm still close with her mom. How close? Her mom always liked me and still talks to me like I'm family. Nah, she got a new son-in-law, my boy. Stay alert, stay alive. She thinks what her daughter did was wrong and doesn't condone it at all. She even said that her daughter didn't deserve me. So now I'm thinking about getting revenge by trying to hook up with the mom. Hey, yo, time out, technical foul. But I'm here for it. I even thought about sending her a new pic and seeing where it goes. Yeah, I'm no longer here for it. Am I completely crossing the line here? Does a bear shit in the woods? Or is that fair since her daughter cheated on me? Either way, let me know what you think I should do. Nah, you found out she is cheating, pain started sizzling in your heart, and you went straight for the raise? You ain't try to check off one of the sisters or cousins first? You ain't try to slide on the best friend? You went straight to Mom Dukes. What's crazy is, despite that even being her mom, she's probably the same age as your mom. So that's wild disrespectful. Like, I understand trying to like drop little hints while y'all have conversations to see if she's feeling you. That's crazy, but I can see that. Just rifling off the nude to the inbox, yo, son, that is not gonna go the way you want at all, in no shape or form. You know what I'm saying? Because here's what's gonna happen. Best case scenario, she's like, hey, I know you're hurting, but let's not do that. Let's not cross any lines. Like, have some respect for me. That's best case scenario. There's no scenario on earth where you send her the meat mail, the pipe pick, and she looks at it and says, yeah, I'm tired of looking at it on my phone. Why don't you bring the real thing over here? You watch too much porn that you have this idea that that's going to play out like that. You're going to send her the pic and she's going to be like, don't tease me. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear you talk about it. Let me see you be about it. You think it's going to play out like that. It's not. You know what I'm saying? You've been watching too much of the mother-in-law, stepmother POV on the XNXX. That's not happening, my boy. Best case scenario, she tells you, I know you're hurt. Don't ever do this again. And y'all go back to the relationship y'all had, because older women, older men, they're able to like have discernment and there's nuance. They're not just gonna look at it and be like, never again. She'll be like, okay, I know he's going through a lot. He's probably grieving. You know, I'm nice to him. He's probably misinterpreting that for like me coming on to him. Let me just help him out, tell him never to do it again. Let me create a boundary, but I don't want to just push dude all the way out. You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter is 5. So that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is you send it and she calls the authorities on you, bro, for indecent exposure or something. You know what I mean? You might be on a registry after that. You got to go check in with somebody everywhere you move. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Nothing she said gave you the slightest inkling that she wanted to see the meat. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Again, if you talking and she's like, oh, I cooked, you want to come over? And, you know, oh, yeah, cool, I'll come over. And then you cook and you be like, oh, yeah, I wish I had somebody cooking like this for me every day. And she's like, well, you know, I can. Something like that. Then you might be like, oh, she might be feeling me. But you just are hurt, depressed, and going through it, and you want blood. You got to taste the blood in your mouth. You're like, I'm just trying to hurt her the most I can, so I'm going to send the pic to her raise. Nah, that's going to backfire on you. Because then she's going to be like, oh, I see why my daughter was cheating on you. I see why she left you. You wild. You disrespectful. You don't got no morals. Like, it's going to be bad for you. I'm telling you right now, do not do that. Again, if you want to try to see if there's something there on some, like, she like you, you're going to have to go real gentle, pause, and see what happens. But that jumping off the cliff with the pic, nah, don't do that. You're going to go to jail, my man. So that's my advice to you, babe. Stay alert, stay alive. I'm married for the safety, but I've been cheating for the thrill. So, Mike, I've been married to my husband for 12 years. That's definitely longer than most marriages last in America. Truth is, I only married him because he was the safe choice. Nah, shorty, that's fouler than a porta potty at Coachella. He makes good money, has health insurance, and treats me well. But he's not really attractive to me, and I've never been in love with him. Like this video if you think she's foul as shit. This whole marriage, I've been cheating on him. And to be honest, I don't even think our 2 kids are his. Hey, yo, what in the Maury Povich paternity predicament is going on here? Lately, I started to feel guilty about it all. Okay, so why to change your heart now? Part of me wants to confess, but another part of me feels like I should keep it to myself for the sake of the kids and the marriage. You mean for the benefits you've been reaping? I'm not truly happy with him, but I also don't want to leave. Okay, Donnell Jones, you don't know where you want to be. What should I do? Be honest or keep this secret forever? Not gonna lie, babes, you're 100% a grade A piece of shit. Not even gonna sugarcoat it, but I'm gonna give you some advice because you took the time to write in, so that's my obligation, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep the anonymity because I do want to snitch and tell your husband what the deal is, you know what I'm saying? But here's the problem. I know a lot of joints. I ain't gonna say a lot, but I know a handful of joints that when they was young, in their 20s, early 30s, they wanted the hot girl summer. They was out there popping ass, doing all that, you know what I'm saying? Living their best life. Oh, I'm independent, I don't need no man. Passing up all them candidates. Dudes want to wife them. Dudes want to love them. All that. Nah, I'm good. I'm going to hookah on Sunday. You know, brunch. All this. Taco Tuesday. Happy hour. They just been getting ran through the dirt by all these random dudes. Now they like, oh, time ticking. I need to settle down. So they go ahead and get the safe joint. the corny dude, the lame dude, the dude that been in the inbox for the last 3 years begging for the chance. They go ahead and spin the block with him, let him see what's happening. They ain't really into him at all, but they like, my man got the belt, the health benefits. He got the steady income. You know what I'm saying? He gonna love me. I ain't got to worry about him cheating on me because I know he don't get no play. He was begging in my inbox. So I know he's getting curved left and right on anybody else. I'm safe here. He gonna pay for the vacations. I ain't gotta work, all that stuff. So a lot of women do that. But you know what a lot of women don't do? They don't get with a dude like that, then get knocked up with 2 kids and not know who the dad is. And really, you say, I'm not even sure the 2 kids is his. I got a feeling that you know they ain't his. That's even nastier of the nastiest work. Keep it a buck. But let's just say you honestly don't know. Maybe one of his kids, maybe they both his kids, maybe neither. I don't know. Talking about some, should I keep this secret for the sake of the marriage or the sake of the kids? Nah, you mean should you keep it for the sake of the benefits you're receiving from homie cuz? Because the fact that you just got in this relationship and was out there just wilding like you wasn't in one is crazy. That's the most self-serving, selfish thing I've ever heard from anybody who's wrote a letter to me. I was reading the letter like, nah, this can't be true. Let me read it again. And you spelled mad words wrong that I had to correct in the letter. So you're not even that smart. So if he leave you, you can't even go get a job. I know you don't got a college degree or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be down there applying for assistance. And then let neither one of them kids be his. Oh my God, yeah. You signing up for HUD, the housing authority or whatever it is, you're going to be down bad. You're going to go from having this great life, being miserable with a dude, to being miserable with yourself and the kids. I don't know how old the kids is, but let's just say they both young. Get the DNA test, they ain't his kids. He might just wipe his hands clean and beat feet and not had nothing to do with you. Now, if the kids is like 9, 10, 11, like something up there where y'all had him as soon as y'all got married, he might have a hard time walking away from that. You know what I'm saying? Because based on the kind of dude you telling me he is, he don't really got no backbone like that. And he probably had formed a bond with them, an attachment. Them is probably his kids in his mind no matter what. But my advice to you is 100% you need to come clean. For the first time in your life, or at least the first time in his marriage, you need to be honest with everybody involved. Sit your husband down first. Give him the bad news. Because I'm going to keep it a buck with you. It might turn out, he might be like, yo, I don't want no blood test. I don't want to know. We staying together. I'm hurt, whatever. The kid, don't involve the kids. I can't have them, you know what I mean, go through this. We just going to have to just see it through. He might say that. And you might be like, woo. But then you can't keep cheating on him because then he might, you know what I'm saying, he might do the Chris Benoit on you. You might be, you know what I mean, and you in the obituary in the paper. Leaves behind 2 beloved kids, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be nasty for you. So talk to him first. Then depending on how he reacts, you might have to break it down to the kids. Go get the DNA test. But let me take that back. Go get the DNA test first to make sure that they ain't his kids. Because if you tell the kids that and then he is his, now the kids looking at you like, mama, she got smart. Mom was out there just getting railed by boys. She don't even know who Pops is. That's nasty work. And they not going to respect you. So don't say nothing to the kids until you find out that situation and you found out what he want to do. But that's my advice to you, man, because this is really a disgusting letter and you're really a piece of shit. So stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy, and I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment and let me know what advice you would have gave them. And who knows, maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter in the email provided below, and I'll make sure I read it on a future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.